See what's going on with my people. Check on in with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be all up in there. Be. Salute chat. Big salute Amelia. Now Amelia, I been getting on everybody about their profile pic. Gotta get you a profile pic, baby. Gotta get you a profile pic. What you do is, you go to your YouTube channel and hit your profile. Put anything up there. Yeah, put anything up there. Just so you can fit in with everybody else. You know, you my folks, though. Yeah, you my folks. Yeah, y'all make sure I hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. Subscribe. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. And come on, get your profile pic after you hit that subscribe button, if you don't already have a profile pic. And come on, interact, engage with me in the chat. Yeah, come on, interact, engage with me in the chat. I got a question for y'all. Will you make your next move your best move? Will you break the mental slavery chains? Well, what's up, sis? Ask your genuine question. I don't recommend Indians say the N-word. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend it. Why do everybody want to use the N-word so bad? Why is that? I mean, you're not the only one that asked that. You know, why do everybody want to use the N-word so bad? I know you hear it all through the music. Free Fire. What up, though, Free Flower? Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. It just wouldn't be right in me, you know, getting on everybody else for not having a profile pic. And, you know, you one of my moderators. So, you know. You think you could beat, well, hey, that's why you don't get paid to think. You know, you can always come try. Totally up to you. Cone. With a name like that, I know you ain't got no hands and you ain't got no bounce. Yeah, it's all from the rap culture. Yeah, it's all from the rap culture. I am. What up, though, Sarthi? Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody tuning in and tapping in. Y'all make sure I hit that subscribe button. I'm somewhere you can't afford to get to. Calling on the bricks. Yeah, I'm somewhere you can't afford to get to. So say that for somebody else. What it do, Star? What it do, Star? You know, I know living in America is having a lot of stress on people. Yeah, I know it's having a lot of stress on people. You know, so you know, corn on the bricks. Yeah, he probably just stressed out from life. This, you know, coming to the internet, saying stuff like that, lets you know how miserable some people are in life. Big salute, Freedom One. Go get your Freedom One. Put the American flag as your profile pic. Go get your profile pic, Freedom, and then come back and talk to us. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to the chat. Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got a profile pic. And come on, interact, engage with me in the chat. Big salute, Australia. We'll put the Australian flag. Get you a profile pic, Freedom One. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter what it is. Put a picture up there. Yeah, put a picture up there. Yeah, y'all come on, interact, engage with me. Because I want to know, will you make your next move your best move? Or are you complacent where you at? Who out there is planning new ventures? Who out there is planning to launch their own business? Who out there is breaking the chains of their mental slavery? Is there anybody? Anybody out there? Anybody? Will somebody talk to me? I hear a lot of people trying to talk about all these doctors and philosophers, the O.G.s in America. They don't even know what's under the pyramids. That's why I can't respect them old heads that went to school for knowledge. What's under the pyramids is called the halls of Amente. So if y'all hear these old heads out here trying to spit game, talking about the knowledge, old technology, yeah. See, a lot of those people in America that went and got them degrees, they fail to realize that their degrees come from the people that want to keep them enslaved. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a degree, but you got to take what you learn in school and studies, and then you got to hit the world, travel the world in search of knowledge. So you can connect those dots with the dots that you learned in school. Because everything we've been taught in America, majority of it has been a lie. It's a lot more to those stories that we learned. A whole lot more. Yeah, it's a whole lot more. Nirvana, big salute, Nirvana. Hey, Nirvana, you make me want to get back into gaming. I got too much going on to be on the game anyway, but when I get more free time, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get back into gaming, and I'm definitely gonna be hitting somebody weights. Get me some sets in. But yeah, everything. Yeah, me too. I used to be a gamer too. Yeah, I used to be a gamer. But now I don't got no relaxation time. I'm always working. Working, doing research, networking. You know. Work. See, a lot of people look at that being independent as a con, because you always working, you know, especially when you got your own independent business. 24 hours, you're always working. But if you're doing what you love, or if you're doing something you like to do, it don't necessarily feel like work. Yeah, it got to be productive. Productive for yourself. Got to be real productive for yourself. You know, make your situation better. Because, you know, there's nobody else that's going to do it for you. You know, you got to do it. Yeah, you got to do it. And the more productive you are, the better results you'll see in your business. You know, the more homework you do, the more research you do, the more networking you do. You know, yeah, you're running to learning curves, you're running to problems, but that's a part of business. You know, you just gotta leap them like hurdles, like a track star. You know, try to smooth out problems as you grow and as you develop, as you produce. Yep. You know, like me, like my business, I run into problems, I run into difficulties. You know, nothing I've been doing has been easy. You know, it take a lot of sacrifice. You know, sometimes you may have to sacrifice your comfort, sacrifice money. You know, like a lot of money I've invested into the business. There's plenty of other things I could have invested. I could have started traveling. You know, doing travel vlogs, travel the world eating. But that's not what, God got for me right now. God got me creating his armor for people to put on. So I know once I'm successful at being productive, then I'll be able to travel. I won't just be in one spot every day. We'll still be having productive conversations, but I'll be in a different scenery, maybe different countries, eating while we talk, building, motivating y'all to do the same thing. Motivating y'all to make your next move your best move. That's the beautiful thing of this channel and this community. A lot of people got to watch me grow. I recognize my growth. I recognize my development. But a lot of y'all watched it. Right here on this channel. Exactly, Nirvana. Put them blood, sweat, and tears into yourself instead of somebody else's business. That's why a lot of people, when they get fired from somebody else's business, they spaz out, they blank out, they go into blank mode. Because they done put so much into it, they feel like they a part of it. So as hard as you may go to be in a rush to be on time for that clock, as hard as you may go to make sure that productivity at your job site is on point, gotta put that into yourself. And your business or whatever you do, it'll flourish. It'll flourish. It may start off difficult, but with difficulty comes ease. Yeah, with difficulty comes ease. And it'll make you feel better if you put your blood, sweat, and tears into you and you reach success. It'll make it feel better for you. Yep. Just like me, I told y'all, I done raised the bar on myself. International Gem and Jewelry Show in Africa. Let's see, does Africa have international? Yes, that goes for everything in your life. Exactly, Nirvana. I don't know if I want to call it a gem show or a gem festival. Okay, yes, Africa hosts international gem and jewelry shows. For example, the African Gemstone Jewelry Exhibition and Conference. Gemstone promotes intra-African trade, African Union. Okay, Zambia, Nigeria, Ghana. Okay. Tanzania. Oh, Ghana got the International Gem and Jewelry Expo. Okay. They only did one though. Yakobe, big salute, Yakobe. Big salute to your family. Hey, you're right, Nirvana. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm still doing some research on the investment bank. I think I think more information will come out once they launch the bank, and then I'll be able to bring it to y'all. I think Africa having its own investment bank will be big for black people all over the world and diaspora on the continent, because then you can come put your money into a safe place and it'll be backed up by something. So I think that that's going to be something big, something major. Just hearing the little details that I'm hearing, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like it's going to be, yeah, something big. Yep. So I'm still waiting on some more information to come out. You know, while the West is causing all this mischief in the land, I think that's what's slowing down the progress. Even though I don't think that's going to stop people from coming to invest. I really don't think that's going to stop nothing. If anything, I think that's going to make a lot of the youth pull up. Boy, eBay wiping noses around here, boy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Big salute to the chat. Y'all hit that subscribe button as y'all tuning in, tapping in. If you don't have a profile pic, go get you one. And come on, interact, engage with me in the chat. We just talking about people making their next move, their best move. Putting their energy into their self. You know, it ain't too late. I think, you know, with these new jobs coming up, I think people probably gonna have to work a little bit harder than they used to. But go thug it out for a few months and put that money into yourself. Start creating your products. Launch your business. Launch your service. Yeah. Because that's the only thing gonna save America. It's gonna take everybody. While everybody talking about, oh, Trump need to do this, Trump need to do that. It's gonna take more than just him. It's gonna take the whole population to get right. People gonna have to make sacrifices. Yep. Yeah, people gonna have to make sacrifices. Yep, big salute, chat. Talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. Where y'all at, chat? Big salute to all the new subs. Welcome to the community of like-minded people. The community of growth and development. The community of motivation. Yeah, we try to motivate each other around here. Creative concepts. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. See what's going on these YouTube streets. God willing, tomorrow I'll have my new machines. That's the only thing I'm waiting on, to crank up my Instagram, crank up my TikTok, and make some more shorts. The Armor of God Jewelry Company, where we specialize in custom heirloom jewelry. And we specialize in the rawest of gemstones. Matter of fact, I gotta go down the street and check this spot out, see if they got any more green stones. Damn, boy, I want some of them Let's Barbecue oxtails. I don't even need the big softballs. Give me the skinny ones. But Uncle Led and his old lady, boy, they lost a lot of weight. That's good. You're never too old to lose weight, y'all. Look, got her little snake. Oh, but that's a copperhead. Look like. Boy, when the stuff do hit the fan, I know them two, they gonna be in the money. Them little babies is gonna leave the door open. Lord have mercy. What? Big salute, chat. Talk to me, chat. Y'all know I talk back. I know I've been tapping in late. I had to go to the post office this morning. They ain't even put the packages in the system for last week. So I gotta go back tomorrow and pick my packages up. Cause I'm ready to get these products made. What I think I'm gonna do is, since I got so many people that are sending donations, when these products get finished, we're gonna use one of the new products on a donation giveaway. We just say cash out. Yeah, we'll use one of the new products. So I think I'm getting 7 pieces, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Send one to Mom Dukes, one to Baby Girl. So that leaves 3. So maybe I'll do 3 Cash App giveaways back to back. I think I might do it like that. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got that profile pic. Come on, interact, engage with me. Talk to me, chat. I do want to keep it on topic, but you know, it's pretty much open. Long as it's a progressive conversation. Just looking on YouTube, y'all. It's a lot going on. I know it's a lot that y'all waking up to, too. Yeah, it's a lot y'all waking up to. It's a lot that I just woke up to. You know, I heard the prices and stuff coming down, but don't nobody got no money to go shop and consume. Some nasty work, man. People got money, they just don't want to spend it right now. Which is very understandable. I'd be scared to spend. Look, if it ain't spending it on investing in yourself, I wouldn't spend no money right now neither. I think that's one thing people need to get into too. If you got it to get you purchase you some land in America, do that. Invest in livestock. You can't go wrong. Everybody always got to eat. Yeah, that's enough money out here for everybody to eat off. And you could be a job creator. If you don't want to go out there and work in the garden and do all that, your greenhouse, you know, you could either pay somebody some money or you could pay them in groceries. Yep. And whatever you pay them in groceries, they can go and sell that. Because food always sells. Yeah, especially fresh food. Yeah, that always sells. People always got to eat. People always got to eat. So just keep that in mind, y'all. You want a quick investment, make some quick money, grow you some food, start you a little garden. Yeah, start you a little garden. People always got to eat. Yeah. Get you some chickens. Can't lose with that. That way you ain't got to go to the store. You can just go in your backyard. Now, I know a lot of people, they're not going to be into slaughtering and eating their own chickens. That just comes with being spoiled in the American way. But that's a tool everybody going to have to learn how to do. What up, though, Bloom? What up with your family? Big salute to you. Yeah, that's something everybody need to get familiar with. If you haven't slaughtered the chicken, yeah, you need to get familiar with that. Yeah, you need to get real familiar with that. You know, and your own food, do you know whoever controls your food, they really control you? So y'all need to start taking it upon yourself to start controlling your own food. You know, that'd be a good business to open up too, a butchery. Somebody who know how to butcher meat. Post your stuff on Instagram. Start cutting up. The people who got livestock that don't want to kill the animals, they could bring it to you and pay you a small fee to butcher their meat. Oh, I got these 4 rabbits. I need you to skin and cut them up for me. I got these 4 chickens. I need you to skin and cut up for me. So if you could do that, that'd be a good business to start. That'd be a very good business. You know, work the barter system. Start testing out other means versus the means that we used to. Yep. I'm just watching how people do it out here. Yeah, people use money, but people barter and trade out here too. Yep. People do barter and trade out here. Especially when you go out there to the village. You can barter and trade. You know, practice using other systems. Other means of trade, other means of money. Yep. Just a little advice for people to try things. You know, don't be like our ancestors of old. When slavery was abolished, it was a lot of slaves that wouldn't leave the plantation because they didn't know what else to do. I think the majority stayed there. They ain't know nothing else but working on that plantation. So that's why when slavery was abolished, a lot of them went into indentured servitude. Yep. A lot of people didn't know what to do. Even though that's kind of wild, but that's how it happened. You know, a lot of slaves moved to other parts of the country. But they was not trying to let nobody leave America though. Nah, because the melanated population was the most valuable asset, still the most valuable asset to America. Your labor, the ones that's gonna do the labor. Yep. But now they done made the labor lazy. All they do is complain, but won't nobody get out there and take no action. You know, they trying to live off what the ancestors accomplished, not realizing that the ancestors didn't accomplish the ultimate goal. So it's just crazy on the outside looking in. That's why I know I got to be successful out here so I could be a parable and example for people to go off of. Even though my little bit of success should be motivation and a parable and example for anybody. But I think once I do something on a major scale, like the Gem and Jewelry Festival, I think that'll get a lot more attention from people. Like, oh, we watched Kutty come from nothing, and now he got it popping. Ain't nothing easy though. You just got to do it. Got to keep faith in God and go for what you know. Get your proper paperwork, network, rub elbows. Matter of fact, once we get off this live, I gotta send a group text to my squad. But like, look, when we gonna have this meeting, y'all? Yeah, when we gonna have this meeting? Because all my partners are different aspects of life, so we only had a meeting when everybody's schedule is free. So I might recommend a Friday or a Saturday and see what everybody say. But we gotta hurry up and have this meeting. So I give my general the breakdown, the funding from the government. We gotta put that in motion. They already said it take 3 months. And then we gotta call back and check on that. And then our General Assembly. So I go ahead and make the perks for my members. Now, why is this lame mentioning me? Hey Max, he can't do what I do. Yeah, he's so worried about me. Max, you can't do what I do. He must be looking for some attention. He must not be getting no attention at home. Yeah, big girl must not be. Either big girl ain't giving no attention, or big girl ain't what she was before she had that baby. But that's another topic for when we sipping tea. Yeah. See now, one thing I don't have to or need to do, I don't need to scheme off the people. It's a community competition. See, but when you're dealing with small-minded people that don't know nothing about productivity, can't produce nothing for themselves, don't got no creative mind, don't got no bounce, you know, they got a lot of questions. You know, see, if they could create something of value, then maybe they could have people compete. Yeah. Kind of like, you know, when people be gambling on football games. See, you gamble on a team, oh, my team gonna win. You don't get no membership to that organization. They missed that part. You don't get a chance to win you something that holds value. They missed that part. See, that because they have no bounce. They have no creativity. We not the same. We not cut from the same cloth. See, my ancestors were creators. My ancestors knew how to add value to themselves. See, those other people that don't like what Kutty do, they the total opposite. Slaves. The ones that did not just say about the slaves on the plantation, didn't know what to do when slavery was abolished. These my ancestors knew how to go plant some crops. They knew how to go do things. So when your DNA is different from them people's DNA, it's a lot of things they won't understand, they won't be able to pick up. It's not in them to. You know, their level of comprehension is short handicap. Yeah, they handicap in the game. Yeah, they handicap. Yeah, they don't go to class with everybody else. Yeah, they gotta go to separate classes. See, when the lunch bell for us ring, we get to go to our lockers, we get to roam around. See, when it's time for them to go to lunch, they gotta hold hands in a line. Yeah, they don't get to roam around. They might get lost. Yeah, you can't have no slowpokes get lost in school. Yeah, the LD classes. See, them other people, they are in the LD class. They got learning disabilities. Yeah. So, you know, don't be mad at me, but you can't do what I do. They watched it. They watched me come from that, and they still can't understand it, still can't comprehend. That's because they want to be in my shoes. They want my destiny. But they could never walk a mile in my Soldier Reeboks. They couldn't walk a mile in my Air Jordans. No, definitely can't. Talking about what I need to go look up. What they need to do, go try to add some value to themselves, add some value to their kids. Thing about my kids, they value them went up. So I can see that I'm leaving generational wealth. What have they left, or what are they leaving for their kids? That's the question. That's the question. So, is it the jealousy in them? Is it the envy in them? They slow. Ain't no telling where their mind's at. But it's not for us to keep up with those people whose minds lag behind. We can't hold their hands and let them keep up. Nah, because then we'll start lagging behind. You know, if they can't keep up, they just, we got to keep on pushing forward. So don't let those who lag behind try to hold you back because they can't understand and comprehend. You keep pressing forward. All my people on here that's watching, you keep pressing forward. You explain what you doing one time, and if they still don't get it, don't waste your time. Keep explaining the same thing over and over and over again. That'll make you go insane. Yeah, that'll make you go insane. You know. Keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's insanity. Let me see. What is the definition of insanity? Since they like how I be looking up stuff on Google. No, what is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? Let me show y'all. The phrase doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, is often used to describe insanity or irrational behavior. It suggests a lack of self-awareness and a failure to learn from past mistakes. This idea is often attributed to Albert Einstein, though the exact wording and attribution are debated. So those worrying about what Kutty doing, you trying to keep up with Kutty, make it go insane. Quantum insanity. I'm not here to help you understand. Better get like Kutty. Is what you better do. Find you some access to some resources, create you a product, and get to selling. You know, and me having a business, a jewelry business, me doing the Cash App giveaways, Super Chat giveaways, keyword, Cash App giveaway, Super Chat giveaway. Leave a donation for your chance to enter. Slowpokes can't grasp that concept. So me doing these things, like when you go to Walmart, pick a card, you put $1 in the box, you pick a card at the jewelry spot. Well, this is what they used to do at Walmart. You put $1, they give you a raffle ticket, and every hour they call out numbers. And you go to the jewelry spot and you pick up your prize. Kind of like a raffle. See, it's good for business. No, everybody who's won haven't had any problems. It's only the people that can't grasp the concept. That's because they lag behind. In their life, they used to doing things on repeat. They don't know how to invest in themselves. So sad. Yeah, that's so sad. And then they look at the people that know how to do it, like, why can't I do it like them? Don't get mad at me because you won't get mad at me because they can't boss up. That's the sad part. Yeah, that's the sad part. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to leave off on that note. I hope this live has been motivation for some people. I hope I've been a great parable and example. You know, run my videos back. I hope I've been some type of motivation. Make your next move your best move. See, what the people that's worried about Kutty doing, they need to do is break them chains of mental slavery. See, they still ain't broke them chains yet. So with that being said, y'all, I love y'all, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that tuned in, tapped in. Salute to everybody that interacted and engaged. I love y'all, man. And y'all stay tuned. Y'all know we'll be back. Y'all know we'll be back. Leave me some comments if y'all want me to touch on a specific topic. You know, as long as it's productive. As long as there's productivity involved. Motivation for the nations of liberation. Big salute, hey, big salute, AC. Big salute, everybody. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay prayed up, man. Everybody day be filled with blessings and stress free. I love y'all, man. Salute. Once again, my chat went hard. My chat was lit. My chat was all up in there. You feel me?